Although the entire YouTube landscape now is just MrBeast responding for the 500th time to some allegations, I like to focus on more important matters such as looking back and reminiscing on Rocket League YouTubers. So no better way to do that than to make a video about it. You already know we've done this before, but without any further delay, here's me talking about Rocket League YouTubers for the next 10 minutes almost. FluuMP. A name that I'm almost certain that you know, or at least you knew back in the day. This is a guy who was straight up getting millions of views on almost every video, and actually was one of the most entertaining YouTubers to watch at the time, in my opinion. Like, some of his content was really ahead of its time. And to be honest, nowadays, this type of originality and quality is hard to come by, aside from few YouTubers here and there. But in a way, he was almost like a beardless version of Sunless Khan, and in a way there are loads of similarities with their content style. So if you're a fan of Sunless, then you'd know this guy, and probably like him too. Not only that, but he had some pretty helpful advice, and I'd recommend watching him if you're below Diamond. Very good for more casual players to listen to. However, some people were actually starting to kind of dislike his content for various different reasons. For example, the quality, which was slowly starting to dwindle over months and months, and his advice apparently was not so good the more he started uploading, I guess, helpful videos. Especially the fact that he was stretching videos purposely to the 10-minute mark to hit the ad revenue and, you know, just do the YouTube thing, which everyone does. Get 10 minutes, slap 3 ads in there, easy as you like. But of course, I'm not sure if this is exactly the reason why he's taking a break or, you know, he's uploaded less and less. But what I do know is that there was a lot of, I guess, pushback on his content a little more recently, up until I think a year ago, seeing this kind of post where people were like, what happened to him, why is he doing this, and why is his content so stale now, or just simply really annoying. Now, I don't fully agree with everything. I think, you know, he's a pretty typical content creator. I wouldn't say he's absolutely incredible, but actually his content was really not that bad, and I thought, especially in 2017 and 2018, he made some pretty good quality content in regards to everyone else, and I guess competition at the time. And I mean, I get the criticism that he got and the pushback, but to be fair to him, I think it's more beneficial to be stretching videos to 10 minutes if it means that you will get more revenue, because at the end of the day, it's his livelihood and he has to make money off it. So whether you like it or not, he's going to slap 3 mid-roll ads because it will benefit him, rather than making it a 9 or 8 minute video and not getting any money out of it, or at least not much money. As the years went by, FluuMP was kind of getting sucked into this black hole of Rocket League content. It's very clear that he isn't racking up anywhere near the same views that he used to. And it's even weirder seeing that he literally hasn't uploaded anything for 6 months. Who knows, he might upload now that I've said this. However, right now, he is still active on X/Twitter, and his latest activity was actually a few days ago. And okay, this is a little unrelated, but this post he made 2 months ago is absolute fact. Now, a name I'm going to mention is someone who basically was one of the pioneers of the professional Rocket League scene, as well as the content creation side of things. And no, I'm not talking about Squishy or Justin, I'm talking about none other than the man himself, Kronovi, who in my opinion was one of the most underrated Rocket League pros out there, as well as a content creator. His early content, in my opinion, inspired an entire generation of Rocket League improvement, as well as mechanical play, team play, etc. And to add to that, the guy is literally one of Rocket League's first ever world champions. It doesn't get much better than that, does it? One of my favorite videos of his was his 1v3 versus F2, a team which was basically a knockoff version of G2, and G2 was a pro team that Kronovi was a part of at the time in 2017, alongside fellow teammates Rizzo and JNabs. But anyways, he ended up winning the 1v3 because he was pretty damn good at the game, especially in that era of Rocket League. I mean, flip resets weren't even a thing back then. But it's worth mentioning that he's got many other notable videos as well. But not only that, I think his style is really chill, and to be still close to the top 100 after almost 10 whole years of playing Rocket League is absolutely incredible. I'd go as far as saying this guy is the LeBron of Rocket League if we're talking about longevity. Am I over-exaggerating? Maybe. Okay, he may have not had the same success as he did in the early years of Rocket League, but even being able to be in the top list of players in the world in a game like Rocket League is ridiculous. Nowadays, he's a part of a smaller pro team called Team Twitter and works as a content creator for the Pioneers, I think. Basically, he's pretty much retired from the pro scene, but despite having over 327,000 subscribers, he's kind of moved away from Rocket League and has been uploading much less, as he's literally only uploaded 3 videos in 2 entire years. I know, it's ridiculous. Again, he hasn't really done much lately on his other socials, so it looks like it's just a break he's taking, Honestly, I hope he's doing well. He's just one of those guys who's really been at it for many years and honestly deserves some credit where it's due. Now, one of the first people I've ever watched in Rocket League is none other than Jonsandman. And Jonsandman was someone that I watched personally in 2016 and was kind of immediately attracted to that kind of talkative, just messing about content. It wasn't really just serious gameplay. It wasn't like he was insane at the game, but he just played the game, talked with his friends, and did all kinds of stupid things. Like, it wasn't serious content. And since 2016, this guy was really crushing it, and honestly was one of the biggest faces of the Rocket League community, gathering over 1 million subscribers in the process of doing so, and recorded videos with this very iconic trio, which is called F2. I've mentioned this before. It consists of Neat Mike, John, and Woofles. This trio, essentially, as I've said before, was a complete joke. It wasn't supposed to be a serious trio, and actually was a very funny content creator group, which I think really shaped 2017 for me in Rocket League. It was really just an era of messing about and wasn't taking the game too seriously. Like, I was probably like a gold or plat back then, so it was really funny seeing people who were just taking the game a lot more casual and enjoying it, because it really helped me as well just want to play the game more as well. But of course, at the time, he was big because of F2 as well, and was big because, well, he was very involved in the game, and especially in creating content in regards to trading. But the problem is, as the years went by and as the game got drier after Epic acquired it, so did Jonsandman, and it was a little bit harder for him to post content. And the nail in the coffin for me was when trading got removed, because that was such a big part of his blind trading, pink slips content. And to be fair to him, I fully get it. I mean, there's not that much more you can do after 7 years of posting Rocket League content consistently, and eventually you kind of just have to move on and hope for better updates and bigger things in the future. That's what he did, and he's spoken very vocally about it, and I kind of respect it, because it's really tough, as you could just keep milking Rocket League, you could just keep clickbaiting, but at the end of the day, you could just do Pokemon content, chill, get 100k views, and wait for Rocket League to make some big update. And honestly, that's probably better for him. I mean, he's done so much, daily uploading for almost like 9 years now. This guy is a machine on the uploads. And he's someone who really was making Rocket League kind of like what I'd like it to be. Just a casual experience for people to mess about in, talk with their buddies, and just enjoy the game. And that's why I think is really important in Rocket League. And now let's talk about Linkuru. 5 years ago, this guy was literally one of the most popular and well-known Rocket League creators on the scene, and was arguably one of the fastest growing and actually one of the best creators in 2018. He made iconic videos like these that I'm literally showing you on the screen right now. Like this video, for example, is pretty funny and would highly recommend watching it.
You noob! Look! Just rebut it!
Just lots of really good content, which sometimes nowadays is very hard to come by. Not only that, but he's had some pretty big collabs with pro players, and in general has made some really funny videos on the game. It's weird because you'd think he would continue to grow at the pace that he was, but sure enough, his growth kind of capped itself, and to this day, he has yet to hit 300k despite having over 54 million views. The saddest thing is seeing his views on his most recent videos, and it's kind of an indicator of how brutal the algorithm is with older channels, especially around the game like Rocket League. Because at the end of the day, Rocket League is not as big as games like GTA 5, Fortnite, etc. So once you're out of the top level of that specific content, it's really tough to get it back together, especially in the Rocket League YouTube scene. So let's hope he's doing alright. Nowadays, I can't really find much more about what he's currently doing, but I'm sure those YouTube views have earned him a pretty nice bag over the years. So I think he's doing fine, but it's really telling seeing someone like Linkuru with almost 300,000 subscribers barely crack 5,000 views per video, which also kind of once again emphasizes that nothing is for certain in the YouTube landscape, especially Rocket League, because there's only so much content you can make about car soccer before it becomes stale and people just stop clicking on your videos, because you need to be like Musty. I mean, you have to have the backing and I guess the financial backing to be able to post videos which are consistently high quality, and that's something that not everyone can do consistently, especially when you don't have a following of millions and millions. I have nothing else to add for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this nostalgia trip that I like taking every once in a while. But now, it's time to run the outro. Thank you for watching, enjoy your day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.